So in this part of the lesson, we are going to be looking at data redundancy. Data redundancy is basically means storing multiple copies of the same data in different places so that if one copy is lost or is damaged, then there are backups. And when you are running a data center, when you have important data, this is very important that you have some copies somewhere so that, let's say that there is a disaster, let's say that there are power outage, let's say the system is down, let's say there's a ransomware attack or anything of that sort. Because you have done data redundancy, then what will happen is that you will have a copy of these files that you had copied in multiple places and have, right? So it's like having your laptop, instead of having all the information stored on your laptops, you probably email them to yourself somewhere having copies, or you have a central areas where, when you input the data, they are back up and they are stored in multiple places. So data redundancy means storing multiple copies of the same data in different places so that if one copy is lost or damaged, you have other options. You don't want to know that you have a data center and then a disaster happened and everything is lost. You don't want that kind of scenario. Okay, so let's look at an example right here to just bring out the meaning of what we're trying to say in data redundancy. Let's say you have a Google Drive, right? It automatically saves documents in the cloud. Even if your computer crashes, you can access your file from any other device. This is what we mean because it is copied in multiple places. If the system, if your computer crash, everything is not on that computer only, but you can find the information in different locations. Okay, as cybersecurity personnel, sometimes this is going to be your task, is to make sure that the data is copied in different area, that they are backing up in different area just in case if the system should crash. It's very important. This whole data redundancy is very important um, for a company to do. And then the other concept is in data redundancy, in safeguarding the loss of data, is that data redundancy, like we said, creates multiple copies of the data across different locations or the system. And this will protect against loss due to hardware failure. Sometimes you have hardware failure, sometimes natural disaster, or sometimes a cyber attack. So there are so many attacks that take that took place in the past, and what happened is that the data were not backed up. Let's say that's a cyber actor, a malicious attacker, decide to encrypt all your data on your system. Because they encrypt that system, it should be that you cannot access the data elsewhere, so you are stuck, the business is stuck, and you have lost millions of dollars because there is no backing up, right? You did not copy the files in different places. You have all the files on one system, and that is never a good business practice, especially in the world of cybersecurity. It is not something that you as the professional should encourage. There's always should be some level of backup, and data can be replicated. They can be synchronized, and replicated to ensure real-time response, update and copies across different platforms should be encouraged, as should happen. Cloud storage now, in today's centric, cloud storage offer is effective solution for data redundancy, right? They have a very effective solution right now where it stores data is stored across multiple data center. And this, what it does, it minimizes the risk of a single point failure, because a single point failure is that you have all the data just in one place and one um, area of the network, and it's not backed up anywhere. And so those can be a single, if there is a single point of failure, what is going to happen is that the whole business is going to go down, and everybody's just going to be sitting down and wondering what are they going to do. Okay, so we don't want that. So let's look at a scenario right here, right, in redund redundancy.